Come on, Jess. What's going on, you guys? Welcome to another episode of J&B Tuning. Well, guys, it's been a while since we did some video here, but I've been working in the garage in the past few days over the weekend here, and yeah, sometimes I just like to do work without doing any taping or doing any movies in that sense, just to kind of relax a little bit and stay away from some of this taping and all that, so I could concentrate in getting some stuff done in the car. I have the Asuna Sunfire up the top now. I've been working on stuff underneath. I have started taking some of the rusted components in the bottom of the Asuna Sunfire and started to strip out some of the rusted bolts and rusted braces for many things underneath here. And in fact, I've been using the grinder and shining up some of the bolts and some of the components underneath there for the car, as you guys can see here. Nice and shiny now. I'm gonna clean it up and then I'm gonna paint it, including the bolts and all that. So yeah, the idea is that get everything underneath here, all the rust taken out underneath, the surface rust, and paint things that we can paint again. It's hard to see, guys, but here we go. So that's the idea, and yeah, I've been pretty much just stripping everything that I can and see if we can paint some of these things. Also, I've been taking some panels out underneath the car and again cleaning it up, tidying it up and all that, and hopefully we can refresh everything underneath the car. I've also applied some fluid film in the process and trying to restore and trying to protect, I guess, that sense underneath the car here. So that's the idea. I'm actually heading out here to Princess Auto and do a little shopping and see what kind of sale they have. And I figured I'll have you guys tag along, so stay tuned. Well, folks, we're now in the Acura MDX. There's the beautiful garage. Make sure I close the door here before we leave. Yeah, anyways, folks, I figured spend some Sunday afternoon at Princess Auto, and it's been a while since I actually visited Princess Auto, and I needed a few things there. I need some salt icebreaker for you know, the driveway and also the sidewalk, because it's getting really icy. Everything is pretty much, as you guys can see, we had Chinook just recently, and as you can see, it's been melting pretty bad here. So the sidewalks are so bad. Everything is so icy, and I don't want anybody from this neighborhood to fall in the ice and hurt themselves. So figured, yeah, we'll head to Princess Auto and see what sort of sale they have going on, and also pick up a couple things for my wife, some groceries there. the MDX here. Really loving this car, and I love driving this since the winter time. The all-wheel drive system is awesome. The car is high enough to be able to get on to snow and all that, and no complaints so far since we had the misfire, and they have replaced all the fuel injector in the process. It's been actually pretty good. The car idles really well, drives really well. The only thing that I've been noticing lately, even that they probably have flushed the whole, reset the whole ECU in the process, which it's a needed thing. I noticed that maybe due to the flush or something along those lines, I might have lost the software upgrade on my transmission, and I noticed a little bit of jerkiness, especially on the second gear on takeoff. And if you baby the acceleration, I find that it's jerky, and there's even a tug almost. I could either hear or feel a little tug for some reason, so it's really weird. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that a little bit and see what's causing that. Really, it started happening just recently here. So other than that, I have no issue with the car. Again, I'm enjoying the drive, the power of the car, the four-wheel drive system, the torque vectoring that this guy have. Cornering wise is awesome. Handling is amazing. The dampers on this is really great. You can pretty much choose from normal, sport mode, and soft or comfort. And it's just awesome when you're trying to have a little bit of a spirited driving mode. It truly does give you that feel of almost like close to the Golf R, really, in terms of the damper and the whole 9 yards and the handling. I'm pretty happy with the car. No regrets buying the car, basically, guys. Well, over the summertime, we got a huge rock right in the middle of the windshield for the MDX here. I'm so careful on driving, especially in the winter time here in Calgary, but it's just a fluke or bad luck there, basically, guys. I've never really follow cars or tailgate cars in the process, because I hate getting rock chips on my windshield, and for some reason I got this huge rock right in the middle of the windshield, and it just started cracking. So by the time I get home, pretty much I got that foot-long crack on the windshield. So very unfortunate, guys. I really hate replacing windshields, especially the OEM windshields. From my experience, they never come back the same. For some reason, either they make noises or the seals are not great or whatnot, and I have yet to really experience a nicely done windshield in that sense. Even if the dealer will do it, basically sometimes it's not guaranteed. So anyways, it stopped moving now. I mean, the crack is basically stopped now, but it just right at the middle there. What helps a lot actually is that I put right at the tip of it, I placed in a epoxy. Of course, the source, I poured in some nice amount of epoxy in the process. Also on the tip of it, I did, and it stopped. It literally stopped, cracking. So that's a good thing. I hope it stays there, stays like that, so that way we could still use this windshield for a while and before we replace it. Anyways, I hate having a cracked windshield. It just doesn't look nice, especially when I'm trying to do some videos through the windshield. You guys can see cracks or the crack, or a big crack there. So anyways, we're pretty much in Princess Auto now, and let's see what sort of sale they have today. Anyways, I said it so many times. So anyway, stay tuned, guys. Yuck, 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 yuck. Look how bad it is, guys. It's insane. Because FRS, it's just dang filthy. Out of this, you gotta get a couple of this. It's on sale. They have a few more of this Hit Star, same one that we put on the garage. They're also on sale here, guys. If you guys needing some, come over at Princess Auto here. Second year that I have this, definitely they're working pretty good, so worthwhile. They also have the vent kits here, same one that Heat Star pretty much provided us in the process. I could use a piece of this. I didn't need the whole thing to extend the exhaust, but pretty much they're not on sale. They're like $600. Well, they have this grip trickle chargers again. They're on sale. Yeah, I purchased this last year. They are working pretty good. No problems with them. Last time we were here, this wasn't on sale. That's $34 now. I'm really contemplating getting them. Be probably awesome for blasting out some rust underneath the car, or possibly we can pretty much do like a carbon clean on the VW cars. So anyways, I'm really thinking about getting it. It's for 34 bucks. That's pretty cheap. I wanted to install this in the garage. They were on this are $79.99. It'd be awesome to actually put a exhaust system fan in the garage to kind of freshen up the air. Just thinking to get this thing. It'd be kind of cool to put it in the garage there to get some fresh air. Yeah. Tell me your thoughts, guys. Let's see. All right, guys, I'm pulling the trigger here. I'm getting this one here. Actually, I found this one. It's a black one instead of the blue, and it's even cheaper too. It's $23 or $24, while the other one is $32 or something like that. And they're pretty much the same spec-wise and everything. So I'm probably gonna take this one instead. Yeah, definitely. Well, here's the two, guys. They're pretty much the same thing, just different brands. One is the Power Fist, which is Princess Auto's product, that is. And this has 90 pound 2 PSI. Let me see here. This is the English version of it. That's 90 PSI operating pressure. 2 CFM. So also 2 CFM, 90 PSI, so same thing. 50 pound, 50 pound as well. Nozzle 3/16. They're pretty much the same. So 15 feet. So they look pretty the same, guys. So I don't know. It's way cheaper too. So it's like 34 for this one, and that one is a 22. So yeah. is all the goodies we got, guys. These are pretty much in sale for $24, which is pretty cool. I figured I'll buy it and try it out and see. If not, if it doesn't work, then I'll definitely return it. But and we got our vent that we're gonna try out for the garage, and hopefully that's gonna be awesome addition in the garage to get some fresh air. So we got our salt, because we don't want our neighbors to fall off when they're you know, icy. And we got a few of this brake clean, as we use brake clean quite a bit. And one reason why I like this product as well, it comes with this cap, and you know me, I like to keep these caps and reuse them because they're pretty awesome in this case. So there we go, guys. Got a receipt and our flyer, might as well. And that turned out to be around $132 because they're pretty much on sale. I saved almost like $50-$60 for the total amount there. Yeah, hopefully at some point in time Princess Auto can actually sponsor some of my videos here. Anyways, guys, Princess Auto, if you guys are watching this video, and hopefully someday you guys could sponsor me, because a lot of times I've been pretty much featuring a lot of your products. So yeah, and I really like your products, and definitely, you know, they're pretty inexpensive, but yet they do work, and they last a long time as well. So yeah, it's not like I use these products or these tools quite a bit. Oops, gotta watch my step here. So muddy at this point. Anyways, guys, we're back in the car, heading home, getting the garage, and stay tuned for some videos in terms of the fan that we just purchased for the garage. It's mainly as an exhaust fan, so that way we can get some fresh air in the garage sometimes, especially in the winter time and the summertime when the garage is fully closed. Sometimes I feel like the air gets stagnant. It just doesn't smell as great, as fresh. So having this definitely will probably be good in that sense to provide us some air flow in the garage. Yeah, stay tuned. I'll be installing that, and at the same time we're gonna try out that Sandblaster and see if we can remove some of the rust underneath the car, or possibly, yeah, use it for someday if we need to do some carbon cleaning on the Golf R as well as the Jetta. Then definitely we'll try it out and see if that works. Guys, back in the garage. I got for the first time I have the Acura MDX and the Gen 1 Pilot side by side. As you guys can see the difference between the two, it's definitely the MDX a lot lower than the Pilot, and obviously a lot boxier than the Acura MDX right here. Yeah, that's just rare to have both of the cars here together. As you guys can see, the Pilot is a lot higher than the Acura MDX. Anyways, guys, we got all the products that we just purchased in here. I'm gonna do unboxing at some point and start using the Sandblaster and see how well the Sandblaster will do with the rust that we're fighting with the Asuna Sunfire, and you know, all that rust that we have underneath there. Just our surface rust anyways, and see if we can make this Asuna Sunfire even more, you know, spick and span there. So anyways, That's the plan, as well as the suspend that we have here. Pretty much we're gonna install somehow around the unit here, either around here or possibly close to the heater, because it will be, you know, as an exhaust system to kind of freshen up the air in the garage a little bit, because sometimes it does get pretty stale, and yeah, it doesn't feel healthy being in the garage if the air is a little stale, and sometimes my clothes kind of smells like slightly muggy. After further investigation underneath the Asuna Sunfire, yeah, I think I found where our coolant leak is coming from. It looks like it's possibly coming from right underneath there. And let me just zoom in a little bit. As you guys can see, right up there, basically, I think under the thermostat housing. So I'm gonna see what is going on there. Maybe gasket needs to be replaced. Also, right there, I'm seeing some moisture as well, where that pipe basically goes all the way up to the thermostat. Where is this now? Housing right there. So the leak is starting from there, I think. As you guys can see, I was showing you earlier on down there, but it might be dripping all the way down here. As you guys can see, there's some residues of some coolant up there as well. So yeah, we'll definitely investigate that. At least we found where the issue is for sure. And obviously I'm getting tons of oil leaking as well. We will have to investigate how bad this is, hoping this is just the gasket on the cover there instead of the head gasket, and we'll see from there. Well guys, stay tuned for the video coming up on how we're gonna fix the leakage on the coolant system on our Asuna Sunfire. We just recently fixed, if you haven't seen that video yet, we just fixed the fuel leak that we're getting on the fuel regulator, and at the same time now we're seeing where the leak for the coolant system here. So I'll be pretty much doing this probably in the next few videos, and to mitigate that leakage going forward. And I just did some orders on some parts from Acura, and once the part gets in here, guys, we have some O-rings and some gaskets that we can use to replace the leaking parts on the Asuna Sunfire. So stay tuned on that video. My apologies for having this video with zero context. I know I've been pretty much vlogging and showing you guys around on my day-to-day weekend. Basically, this is a day in the life of J&B Tuning, and that yeah. So again, if you guys made it this far, you guys are such a trooper, and that you guys always a great support for me. I know this video is not going to be a super hit, but for anybody there that's watching, well, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Anyways, just to provide you a quick update, partly the reason why I haven't been doing much video here is that I'm trying to work on some contents for you in regards to now having the Golf R underneath here. Some stuff that we can do with the Golf R, and as I mentioned earlier, I'll be doing some tuning soon on the Golf R as soon as I can figure things out. And I'm currently working with a few tuners locally and also in the US to see if I can cut a deal with this company and basically work with them in at least getting this car tuned soon. So anyways, guys, just wanted to again thank a lot of you guys that approached me regarding the merch that I had been promising to you guys. I've been having some trouble with the company that I've been working with in terms of the products and the materials, the shirt that I've actually, the merchandise that I've been trying to get for you. Apparently the company is no longer available to do a lot of the stuff for me, so I'm looking for a company that can actually do my merchandise. And so hang in there, guys. I know you have expressed your interest on the hoodies and the hats and stuff like that. I'll be making more of them, I promise. I don't know when exactly, but I'll be able to find a company hopefully soon to produce those products for me. So stay tuned on that. As well, back to the tuning, stay tuned for some videos. I'll be doing some dyno tuning in the coming months on the Golf R to get a baseline to make sure that we know where we stand today on the Golf R, given that we do have a JB4 on this baby and some few bolts on that we already have on the car. And we just wanted to get some basic baseline on the car, so that way when we do tune it to stage 1, we can actually compare between the BMS and the actual flash tune. Hopefully we can do a transmission DSG tune and also an ECU tune along the lines. So anyways, right now I'm working on possibly doing an off-the-shelf tuning, or I might do a dyno tuning, which sometimes a lot better than the off-the-shelf, because then, you know, it's truly tailored to the Golf R and it's its own tune basically. So anyways, guys, again, if you made it this far, I thank you again from the bottom of my heart. And at the same time, if you haven't done so, please subscribe, click that like button, and at the same time, don't forget to click that bell so you guys can not miss any of the videos moving forward. Peace out.